I want to thank y'all for tuning in with the Tea and Whiskey Podcast. It's Friday night shenanigans, and it's about to get lit. I'm your girl Sunshine, a.k.a. April Benet Sunshine, along with my co-host here.
They call me S. Dot, a.k.a. Captain America, a.k.a. It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Let's go.
Let's get it. Let me tell y'all something.
Tell me.
I'm always excited, y'all. I'm always excited. True. But I'm just really excited because we have an amazing special guest that's graced us with her presence on this fabulous evening. She is everyone's home girl, okay? And if you're cool with your girl, you're fool with your girl. Please, y'all, welcome the CEO of Shaunie B Entertainment, the Shaunie B in the building.
Hey. Hello.
Hey.
It's your girl, Shaunie B. Like she said, you're cool with your girl, fool with your girl. Yes, Sunshine.
Yes. So, I'm really excited about to get this show started. We have some great topics. We're talking about priorities versus excuses. We're talking about allegations. There's more allegations, y'all. There's more allegations.
Yes, indeed.
And we also going to talk about, relationship talk. We're going to always have relationship talk going on. And so, we're about to get this thing popping and get this thing started. Okay? So, how was y'all's week? How was your week?
It was a long week, but I got through it. Mm-hmm. Got people at work trying to test your boy. Mm. You ever had those people that stand over your shoulder while you're trying to do your day job and they just breathing all hard, sounding like they from Jurassic?
Oh, they giving you the biggie?
God.
It's the biggie small.
Oh, real, yo.
Oh my gosh, it's the worst. But hey, made it to the finish line, so I'm good.
That's what's up.
There you go.
Shaunie B, how was your week, honey?
Man, this week went by so fast. Like, I'm excited that it's over because next week I'm off. I'm on vacay.
Come on, vacay.
Man, talking about not doing no work next week. But my week was pretty good. I was able to get all my stuff done. My priorities are completed.
Right.
Hello.
Priorities.
Yes.
What's up, Christopher? I see you in the building. Oh, there go S. Dot. He in the building, too.
Glad I made it.
Well, I had a good week as well, y'all. It was long, but we made it through. And I'm telling you, I have been so ready for this today. So let's get it started.
Yes.
So let me ask y'all a question since we're talking about priorities. But no, I don't want to get on that yet. Let's talk about these allegations. Allegations. Mm-hmm. So, S. Dot, you found out there's another allegation that's just pending. What's going on with that?
So they're coming for the Texas homie.
They're coming for the Texas homie.
Texas homie Jamie Foxx.
Oh.
So a woman alleges that 3 years ago, she was in an intimate situation with Jamie Foxx, and he wanted to engage in some oral pleasure.
You make it sound so nice.
He does. It sounds like something we're supposed to do.
It's like, well, I mean, how did we do that? I want to be involved too. No, go ahead.
Good. Glad you did. But he pretty much wanted her to take care of him, and she refused. And she says that he slapped her in the face with his peen.
Ooh. Wait a minute, she slapped him in the face with his
peen.
His cock?
His penis.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Okay. So she slapped him in the face. So that means that she was in position to where the actual alleged penis was.
No. See, apparently she was standing, and there was a stool next to her, and he jumped up on the stool, pulled his pants down, and then slapped her.
Like, what? It had to be the mangler. It had to be.
That's what it was.
I could see 15 times.
That's the only way that I could see. That's not what's in the
story. Did he slap her in the face?
In the face.
On the skin-to-skin contact.
So this ain't arm's distance unless Jamie Foxx is just blessed that way.
Right. Was she a little person?
I don't know.
Because my thing is, in order for you to get slapped in the face with a penis, you have to be on penis level.
Right, it's levels to this shit.
Yeah. You have to be on the level of the penis to be slapped.
You do. You got to be eye to eye.
Or is he just that blessed that it just swung up and pow?
Right.
Hey.
What's going on, Mac? Hey.
We need these answers. Because I've been trying to figure this out all day. Is there not a video of this? We need to know.
Like, this is alleged, and it was
Jamie
3
Foxx
years
learned
ago.
from R. Kelly's problems. So
keep the videos to a minimum.
There you go.
What you call him last episode? R. Kelly?
Oh, TT.
TT R. Kelly.
TT, okay.
He out there TTing on
got
them
that
girls.
TT on them girls.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Why she wait so long?
Right.
And that's the problem. And then even worse, here's the real thing. She's in the state of Nevada, because that's where it happened.
Right.
She's outside of the statute of limitations.
So she got slapped for nothing.
Pretty much.
Now, I did hear that he's actually doing a countersuit against her.
He should, for defamation.
Yeah.
Exactly what it is.
So that's why I say, hey.
Can't have people out here thinking that he's slapping people up and down with the peen.
You can't be slapping people without their consent.
It's people's getting slapped with penises every day. They're not complaining.
They not.
Real talk.
And they're getting paid for it.
Pornhub, right?
Hey.
Is that the noise it make? I don't want to find out. That sound aggressive.
No, you said pop, 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 pop.
Yes. That's the only way I can see 15 coming equals. Like, ain't nobody waiting for a penis.
What did she do after the first one?
Like, she probably was like, did you just...
She was shocked the first time. Did you just slap me
What
with
in the name of...
That's some Street Fighter stuff. You remember E Honda? How you used to have them hands? That had to be an E Honda penis. There's no way on earth.
Super combo.
Finish him. She probably was doing like
that. She was like,
that's bad, man. That's bad. I don't want to be that person. I wouldn't even confess that. That's going to the grave.
That's crazy.
That's her thing, though. She wanted some attention.
She got it.
She got it. She did a nice little bill too with that attention.
Way.
Now, what's up with your boy Future? You sent me some information about
First
that.
off, that ain't my boy. For one,
Oh.
not a fan. Outside of this, but
Shade.
yeah, I'm sorry, I can't do what auto tune do. But
turn off the lights.
he got his moments. Let me take that back. He got his moments. Successful to him. So a young lady, an Instagram model, has now surfaced and said that she received what they call a flyout. So she met him in Miami. They hung out. They had a good time. She thought maybe there was a connection. They went to the studio. Also, she is a aspiring artist.
Interesting.
So now she is. I don't remember where she was originally at, but he was in California. So some text messages were exchanged, and she screenshotted those text messages where he asked, "Why don't you come out here?" She said, "All right, cool. What flight am I on?" He said, "Well, you just pay for the flight. You come out here and I'll reimburse you 1,000%. She's like, "All right, bet." So you're already seeing that file on that first play. All right. So now she is now in California at the hotel, and again, so he has a room set up for her. She goes, she texts him, she lets him know that she's in the room. He says, "Great, I'm gonna come through. Have something sexy on."
Okay, little instructions.
Nothing wrong with that. You know, a little lingerie. So
Victoria's Secretions. Victoria's Secretions, baby. Yes. I done flew out. My Victoria's Secretions is ready to go.
There you go. So he tells her, have something sexy on. She was just like, "Oh, okay," but that's not really what I'm looking to do on this weekend. I was looking to just chill, maybe meet you at the studio. He was just like, "Oh, okay, well, you tripping." He's like, "All right, then, cool. Well, you enjoy yourself then." She's like, "So what? I'm not gonna see you?" Right. He says, "Nah, love, have a good time." So the next morning, she gets up, she goes, does some shopping, what have you. Come back to her room, her key is not working.
Well, damn.
There you go.
So her key is not working. Why?
She goes to the front desk to find out what's going on with the key. They said, "Well, ma'am, your room has been canceled." And they had someone escort her upstairs to get her belongings out.
Okay, so what's wrong? Why is she mad? Is she mad?
She big mad.
Yeah.
Why is she big mad?
Because she done came out there thinking that she's gonna hang out and have buddy fun day with Future.
Buddy fun day.
Buddy fun day. Maybe hit the studio, work on that album that she's working on or whatever. Finna hook up with one of the hardest artists in the nation.
No.
That's what she thought.
She better go to Love and Hip Hop. That's where all the artists come up from. Hello?
She ain't learned the formula yet?
Nah, she ain't.
So now she is suing Future for the price of the plane ticket. Remember, he said that he was going to reimburse her 1,000%. Right. Now, showing the text message, he was just like, "Yo, I'll take care of you 1,000%. Now, the question is, did he really mean 1,000%? Because she paid $550 for this too. And if he really meant 1,000%,
right,
That's what, $5,500?
Yeah.
Woo,
Or did he just use slang and saying, "Yo, I got you, 1,000, I got you."
Yeah.
But it's just a text message and it's one word, so you really can't break that down.
Right.
Also, she then had to pay for a room for herself after she was kicked out of the suite that he had already booked and had her removed from. So she wants to be reimbursed for that. So, ladies
Hey.
of the panel,
I don't know.
from my understanding, there are rules to the fly out. And sometimes there are things that are understood when you're flown out.
Real talk.
What are your thoughts on these rules? Did she void the contract, so to speak?
What you think, Shaunie B? You go first on this one.
I don't know anybody in the world that's accepting that type of offer and don't think they about to come up out them draws. You can get some local offers and they trying to get you turned out from at a day's end. So I know it's going down. Where were they? In California? Come on, they know how to party. Tupac told us that in '95. Hello,
Not a
and
party.
Dr. Dre and them. I'm not that girl. I'm not that fly out, drive by. I'm going to pay for myself. So she should have had a different arrangement. She should say, "Go ahead and pay for the ticket and email me the confirmation, and go ahead and book my room, and just still have some pocket cash just in case."
Of course.
She didn't read and write like Reading Rainbow. She didn't ask all the right questions because now she asked out for her 70 selves. No, I don't know about their whole life though. Sorry, just not for me.
There you go.
I'm a lady.
Grown folk shit.
She's a lady.
Right.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I'm the same way. The thing is, I would not have paid for the plane ticket. You want to come, you want me, you want to see me, then you need to foot the bill.
Definitely.
Point blank, period. I'm not putting my money up on nothing. You are inviting me. If someone invites you anywhere, that's opening an invitation, which means you are providing the accommodations.
Most definitely.
So that should have been discussed. And then, of course, even if he said, "Well, I got you," okay, well, go ahead and PayPal that to me.
Western Union.
Something.
Does someone put a guarantee on it?
Yeah, I'm gonna need. No, I'm not. And then on top of that, you can afford to pay for me to fly out. Why do you have to reimburse me?
What does she look like? Do we have a picture?
I saw a picture whenever they initially posted.
Was she bad?
She was pretty cute.
She was all right.
It was just a fake. It was just a headshot. So
Yeah,
most of the time
it was just a selfie or whatever. But
from Instagram page.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, I just would not have flown out if that plane ticket was not paid for. No, I'm not doing that. And then on top of that, like you said, you already know what's going down.
Yeah, we old now. Ain't nobody just trying to cuddle up.
No,
you're not gonna go in the studio and be You're not going in the studio with him. Hendrix, whoever he's being that night, he wants some booty.
He wants some
booty.
He
wants the cootie.
So do you think that this is just me thinking from his side of the picture?
Okay.
Maybe in the past he's been burned, paid for something for the female to come through, and she don't come through, and he's just kind of covering his ass. He's just saying, "Hey, all right, I got you," or have a female come through, she come through, and this situation happens where she ain't down to F. Again, he's CYA, he's covering his ass. So why put myself out there not knowing that this is a guarantee we're finna get that going?
Well, that's where you go ahead and just get some prostitutes.
Yes,
or you go to the strip club and get the platinum membership.
So should she have had that discussion before she even took?
Yeah, she should have asked the term. She should say, "What are you expecting for this ticket in this hotel?" Because you're signing up thinking she was thinking, "I'm finna go to the studio." No, he was about to put it in her at the studio. Little does she know. So you got to ask more questions.
Now they've had some dealings before,
like sexually or business.
Was it sexually? Or
no,
business?
They haven't. They've never had sex. She thought they were friends because when they met previously in Miami, they hung out. They went to a day party or something like that.
That's what she
had
said.
A good time.
That's what
this is what she's saying.
Right.
They had a good time, and he took her to the studio, and they hung out, smoked or whatever at the studio. And she let him know at the studio that, I'm an artist as well. And maybe she goofed around in the studio, got on the mic and did some stuff. Maybe she thought that he was interested in her artistry. Bullshit. But she thought that she had it in. And
Nobody's winning that fast. It's people still on their knees. Look, the girl just got slapped 15 times with Jamie Foxx's penis. She's not even famous. So we got to ask more questions.
Stay still on their knees.
Hands on your knees. Cha-cha to left.
Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees.
Hey, the sound effects came in on point. Shit, is he in the house? Okay. Nah, as a woman at this day and age, we know that if a man is offering, sex is somewhere in that. Whether you're friends or not, like they already have, they have the perception that you're giving up, regardless of what type of background you're raised into. Let's
you
be
flying
honest.
out.
You flying? And was she commercial? I mean, was she a coach or was she?
That I don't know.
See, there's a lot of.
Well, mind you, she paid for the ticket herself.
Oh, right. So she probably did economy. She probably waited. Bing, B58. Now, then when you're in the beach, you were all the way out in the bag.
Now board the flight.
That makes it's tough. I can see your point about Future kind of covering his ass, because if he would have paid for it and then she would have flown into California and just went to the studio to see Dr. Dre, then he paid for a ticket. But in this game, you gonna win some, you lose some. We don't know which side is truthful. You're going in thinking that he could turn on me or I could turn on him.
Right.
But this results back to our next topic, which is your priorities.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You should have prioritized that situation. Like, okay, if I accept this invitation, what is in it for me? Why would I accept this invitation?
There you go. Why? Why is it
Why?
me?
Why do I have to pay for the plane flight? If this is about business, if you're trying to work with me, priorities. You know what I'm saying? I think she just had, that, what did you call it? The blinders on.
Okay,
yeah.
she
or maybe she like maybe as Doc was saying, that maybe he's been burned before, so he want to make sure that hey, he's probably ready to just seal the deal and get some cooch.
Let's be honest.
Point blank. Period.
That's what
she wasn't down. So,
and hell, after she gave it to him, she might have made it to the studio.
Who knows? She probably would.
It's a lot of women that came up on their knees.
Hey, sometimes peekaboo, I see you. You never know.
Wop 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 wop.
Yeah. That's gonna be the sound effect now.
Yes,
baby, can I get some of that wop wop wop?
Look at that wop 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 up in your life. So, how do y'all define the word priorities? S. Dot, when you think of the word priorities, what is your definition?
In priorities, it's having your life in order, from important to not as important, or lower. It's having yourself together in a fashion to where you can survive, to where you can live, to where what needs to be taken care of gets taken care of. In my opinion.
All right, Shaunie B, when you hear the word priorities, what do you think about?
Discipline.
Okay.
I think about discipline, organization, and just survival of the fittest, because at some point you're going to have to put something, like he said, at a higher caliber than something else. You're going to suffer,
right,
but your shit going to be in order.
Right.
Girl, wait a minute, let me go ahead and get these glasses.
Hello, did I slap you on some lenses?
Baby, because we about to get deep.
Hey,
we about to get dirt. So, when it comes to priorities, I do think the same thing. I think about as far as something that is in more regard than the other. Organization. Basically putting things that are important, put things that need to get done immediately versus, the counter. So, priorities versus excuses. Now, one thing, this quote that I actually saw on Instagram, it just really stood out to me, that was really, really befitting for this topic, and it said, you can't have a multi-million-dollar dream with minimum wage work ethics.
I don't know what to say.
Man, that hit me out. It slapped me right in the face. Not not because of that's just, my work ethic is minimum wage, because it's not. But I have seen the growth in my own life versus when I first started working in corporate America versus now. I've even seen, just in this whole podcast situation, I've seen when I did not put much work into it, when I started putting in the work.
Right.
And there's still a lot of work to be done.
Right.
But that just really hit. I mean, I just can't tell y'all. So, when you think about the priorities versus excuses, can y'all have examples of, like, maybe what kind of excuses people give in regards to priorities? Or why don't people take priorities as a priority. You know,
management. When I think of like excuses, I think of shift blaming. Like, I didn't do this because you did that, but it's like a fault blamer. I think to prioritize shows people that they're lacking and slacking, and people don't like to face that because everybody in their mind think that they're perfect. We were talking about that earlier. That everybody think that they do no wrong because they don't have any complaints. But that excuse, it's kind of like people use emotions to accept an excuse.
Wow.
Like, oh my God, if I cry, they're going to accept what I'm telling them because it's really my fault. But sympathy helps me feel better.
Oh shit, you on point.
Can I get the glasses?
Girl.
Can I get the glasses? So as we were saying, when people use an excuse, you notice that the emotion changes.
It's so true.
It's like their voice gets high pitched, they get cracky.
I mean,
I don't know why. It's not my lights off. I've been doing right.
I'm doing all I can. You know what I'm saying?
No, they use that as a crutch because they really aren't responsible and they want somebody else to blame. But they're the problem.
Woo, you preaching.
Exactly.
You are preaching. So, Esdot, how do you feel about the situation in regards to priorities versus excuses?
I absolutely agree with what you're saying. It comes down to for me, it just comes down to being just downright lazy.
Right.
And that's what it all bundles down to. Is, man, I really could go and work on getting this business started up, but I gotta get up. I gotta drive to the other side of town. It's lazy.
Yeah.
When you need to do what you need to do to get it done, and just get off your ass and go do it. I mean, I already worked an 8-hour shift working for the man. Well, you don't want to work for the man no more. How you gonna do that? Get off your ass and start working for yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta start.
It's true.
You know.
That is very true.
It's just laziness.
It really is. It really is. And like financial priorities,
my God.
Why you asked to borrow money, but you vacationing, or you just went on a shopping spree, and then all of a sudden, well, I can go ahead and buy this, but I can, maybe borrow the money from such and such.
Right.
Or you have borrowed money, and you owe the money, and you see that person every day, and you don't say, you know what, I'm going to pay you back, or any kind of communication, but yet we see you, on Facebook posting up your food with your homies, y'all turning up, you're making it rain, but you owe people.
Ooh, sunshine.
I mean, so that's another thing as far as like, financial priorities. And I know nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect. We all have areas to work on. I have areas to work on in financial priorities. Because I know me, I'll hit them all up before But anyway.
Like how you took off with that one.
Yeah. But I mean, we all have things we can work on. But I mean, have y'all ever experienced that where you're trying to help somebody out and then it's like they just
that's why I said it was in my low tone voice, it was a problem for me because I knew somebody that had their back up against the wall, and me personally, I try not to lend money because I know people don't have the same drive to pay it back as they did to borrow.
Oh, of course.
And I was there for this person. This was back in 2009, maybe 2010. And I said, look, when you get back on your feet, I need my cash right back, like yesterday. I got you.
She said, I need my cash.
Yes. And I have to still remind this person in their inbox, where's my coins? They done went to graduations, birthdays. I've even asked them to shake their own birthday cards and see if my money fall out the card. Because I need you to know, I've sent them Bank of America ATM locations.
Hey, honey.
Do you not bank with them? You bank with Regions? I sent them all the ATMs that's in their area. I've even gone live on their live. Like, tune me in. You still owe me. But it makes me say, they're not together.
Yeah.
And you can't get mad that I'm asking for my money back.
Right.
Period.
That's the worst. When they're mad at you, for wanting your money back.
Yeah.
Right. But again, when they came to me, what I say, the emotions, the voice shaky.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
Right. And I, put that to the side. I was like, you know what? I got you because if I was in this position, I would want somebody to have my back. I still ain't got my money, y'all. I told you it was like 2009.
See.
They just said to me the other day, I got you on the 25th. I should have said, well, which 25th you talking about? Because it's been 250 days.
2,050 days. Shit.
Right?
It's crazy because, you know, it just really gets me. Because, you know, I don't like it when people prey on those who have, like, huge hearts. You know, and when you're a person who have a big heart and you just want to help. But at some point, you gotta like just prioritize your heart, okay? And say no, it ain't gonna happen, Captain. I am sorry for you. I hope it works out.
Yep. Because now you're prioritizing your money.
Yes.
Right.
You see, because you can't give them when you need it yourself.
When you need it yourself.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
True. Yes, indeed. And so, of course, it also goes into prioritizing relationships, because money can really salvage a relationship, whether it's friendship, intimacy, marriage, whatever. That money, that's one of them things that's going to really, you know. Yeah. So even when it comes to relationships, some people don't know how to prioritize in that.
Yeah, it is a time and place for everything. You got to put stuff in line, because where you don't put that time in, somebody else will. So you got to
say that.
You said it again, because I really forgot. I can't, because I have to rewind this back. I really forgot. If people just don't put the energy to get your phone number and the energy to say that y'all together is not the same energy once they have you. Because that priority stuff comes into play. You really got to understand, how much time am I going to give you, and how much time am I going to give my other stuff in life. And then but that money,
say that.
That money,
let that money not be right.
Money will make or break a relationship.
Baby.
Any kind of relationship, whether it's business or anything.
Yep.
I actually skipped over something, though. I want to kind of go back to the allegations real quick before because I really want to go in depth with the relationship priorities. So I'm going to hold off on that for a second.
Okay.
You mentioned something about some more allegations with a man with some animals.
Oh my gosh, yes. I don't know if you guys heard, but the gentleman, his name, because I want to call him out by his government, because he's a fool with it. Ming Zhangwei was traveling from Kenya airport back to China. He had 2 luggage with him. I don't know if they were carry-ons or if they were curbside check-in, but something picked up the stint of what was in that bag. And when they opened the bag, it had 510 penises. Real animal penises. Like, it was of all the species that were available. I don't know if he got them from a safari desert. I don't know where he got these animals' penises from. But let me give you the breakdown. 510. Like, I don't even know who sat and cut all of those off.
Animal penises.
Like, literally from giraffes. He had flamingos. He had
flamingos got a dick.
That's what I said. They sleep all the time. Where they dick come out at? Buffaloes, baboons. Oh my god! Lions. Zebras. Oh my! He had the entire old McDonald's farm. Like, it was crazy.
So wait a minute. Like, I'm trying to wrap my brain around this.
Don't try. I don't think you can wrap your brain around.
This is some freaky stuff.
A bag full of penises.
So were they frozen?
I'm still trying to get that through my head, because you had to preserve them for them to still work when you got to where you were going.
What the hell are you going to do with all of these penises?
Well, that's what I said. I was like, that's a lot of dicks. But they, in China, which makes sense to why a lot of those people live to 112, they use the juices from the penis to help with headaches, migraines, and all type of diseases. That's their cure. I don't know if they suck on it. I don't know if they suck on the shaft. I don't know if they pull back the foreskin. I don't know if they pluck the hair out. I don't know how they have the cures to these diseases. But
it's
the penises got. I said, let me find out. So
they squeeze it.
They squeeze the penis.
Okay,
like orange juice and stuff. Okay.
And then you know about this?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a studio audience back here. Could you please tell the people from where you are about the situation?
Well, basically what they do is, supposedly every animal in the Japanese culture, every animal has a spirit, and every animal spirit is particular for every type of deal, from sexual to headaches to healing, all that. So, like, for example, goats, they're known for, when it comes to, how can I put it? sex basically for guys when they're not adequate. They sit up here and can use ground up goat penis or ground up goat horns or something of the goat or juice in this case to help. It supposedly helps stimulates the nerve endings down there to be able to help the blood flow to be able to make it bigger and stronger and be able to last longer.
So you're saying that it could possibly whatever hormones or whatever enzymes, whatever animal hormone. I guess it's mostly potent in the groin area.
Yes, the same as with humans. Yes,
I'll be damned.
I'm glad I'm a black man.
Right, but if y'all remember, Jamie Foxx had an episode where he had had sex with Fancy, and he couldn't get it up, and he went to that store and they gave him some goat stuff, and he was in there. Wait. They were singing to his privates.
You're right.
You're right. Wait. I remember that episode. I'm just trying to bring people in and let them know that I watch TV.
I remember what you had.
Yes.
Thank you for that, sir. So that's probably what that was. Right. Dude was carrying billions of dollars in penis.
Yeah, because it's pretty
heavy over there in China.
Yeah, you could. I mean, one goat penis could go for probably about, I'd say, depending on the length and how much you can get out of it, it could probably go for, I'd say, about at least $2,000 to $5,000.
No, man, that's serious.
Man, well, I'll be damned.
Sometimes penis. Well, maybe now since Jamie Foxx allegedly slept with the human's penis.
Wop, wop, wop.
There you go. It might be worth something. Them slaps might be.
What do they do? What do they do? I mean, did they prosecute him? What's the next?
Right now, the Kenya custom agents have him. I don't know if he's gonna be locked up, but they say people do this a lot. If he has 510, somebody got 1,010 penises sitting in a carry-on right now. I just don't know what led them to him. Was the bag dripping? Was the foreskin hanging out the zipper? We gotta ask a lot of questions.
Came through dripping. Came through dripping.
I don't know. I don't even know how he reached. These animals had to have been asleep. There's no way on earth you can walk up to a lion and just be like, "Let me get that."
No, they
surprise.
Yeah, give me that, Simba.
They probably killed them, and whatever little parts that they use. Tell them what
That's
different
a lot
parts
of
for.
animals to kill. Because there was 309 zebras, penises, 46 baboons, 31 buffaloes, 27 giraffes. You know how tall a giraffe is,
Man.
Mm-hmm. And then 14 lions, and then 21 pink flamingos. He went on a hunt.
He sure did.
How the fuck he catch a baboon?
That's what I'm saying. Nothing else is available.
You just shoot him, I guess.
No,
Right, they probably tranquilize him.
Tranquilize.
But what do you do when you don't have a penis? Do you die?
No.
Oh, I'm definitely a dead man. Just take me down.
Right.
You can easily sit over here and castrate them and then just sew up the area and they'll still live.
They just
But
can't
how are they
mate
going
anymore.
to so they're going to die off their species when whatever they turn.
Pretty much. That's probably why they're in danger. That people been doing that for probably centuries.
They're in danger because there's more to it than that. That people like their fur or their teeth, or mostly just for decorative purposes.
That's crazy.
That's horrible.
That's why our Texas Zoo looking bald headed. When you go to the zoo, it ain't no animals. They just say the zoo is bald headed. The zoo is bald headed. That's why I'm going.
It does look sad.
I haven't been in the zoo in a long time.
Don't worry.
You ain't missing much. National
Man,
Geographic.
well, thank y'all for tuning in, y'all. Y'all just vibe with us. We're talking about priorities versus excuses. We just got to talking about allegations with, somebody just allegedly had all these animal penises in their suitcases. We just found out it's for, medical purposes, using the enzymes and the hormones for that, and talking about Future and his no call, no show with his thought.
They got a sting.
Y'all, I don't know. It's just crazy. But I want to go back to relationship priorities. It's crazy how I know. Well, you and I, S. we were talking about how polygamy and it's a lot going on in relationships. You have open relationships and you have, monogamy. And then, of course, my question is in regards to prioritizing relationship, how do you get to a point to where you're wanting that type of relationship, whether it's open, but if you prioritize your relationship, would you even need an open relationship?
Well, it depends on what you're looking for one in a relationship, and then what you're looking for as an individual. Like what I'm seeing a lot of times, let's say with the open relationships, you're seeing a lot of people that, well, first, sometimes I think a lot of people misunderstand what an open relationship is. In most cases, most people believe that an open relationship means, all right, we together, we just out fucking everybody. You know, we kind of together, but we kind of not together. No, from my understanding, the open relationship means A and B are together. They are in a relationship. They love each other. They may share a home or what have you. They are together and they share an emotional connection. But they do believe that. But they don't believe that that necessarily means that they only have to have sex with that spouse. Okay. It's just like saying, somebody gave an example, I love my car, but that doesn't mean I can't drive a truck. This is still my car. So they say, I understand that you have sexual desire. Sometimes you might want something different. You might want to go to a different restaurant per se. So you can go and have sex with Susie or whomever, or Todd, whatever your preference. Todd. But as long as there is no emotional connection, as long as it is strictly on the physical level, then we good. You go have your fun. It's just like the homeboys going out and kicking it at the club. Come home to me.
Ain't no fun. The homies can't have none.
But that's the understanding that they find between each other in that relationship, and you got to have some serious. Well, you can't have any insecurities in having a relationship.
Right. You really can't, or you just lying to yourself and to the person you're with. Because to me, I feel like that situation is, well, they're in a relationship with me. I'm not in a relationship with them. That's just how I see it. Or he go with me. I don't go with him. You know, that's just how I see that. But you know, it's just weird. Like,
well, it would be weird for somebody like us that grew up in seeing a monogamous relationship. You know, we may have seen it growing up. For the longest, we saw that on television. It was what we saw. We saw that on the Cosby Show. We saw that on. We
were kind of like trained or like.
And that's the thing. That. People will say, and also biblically. No, I'm sorry. No.
Yeah, if not, I would say like
if you really
New
study
Testament biblically. Now the Old Testament, they had many wives, and you know, and it's like, okay, all right, But you know, so Shaunie B, how do you feel about that? I mean, do you think if people would prioritize their relationship, they wouldn't need open relationships, or is it just a taboo? Or
I'm just nervous to say either way, because I want to say you should be honest and upfront, but if somebody told you that, how would you take that?
It's different for everybody.
It is.
I don't. If you're with somebody and all they like to do is have sex, you can give that person all the sex in the world. They still have a void in there somewhere. So you're competing to stay in the running, but you're still losing. So
real talk.
So here's the thing, and I've been saying this for many podcasts and to anybody that asks. For me, the most important piece of a relationship is communication.
Absolutely.
You know, you got to talk. So, and you see a lot of relationships will fall because they didn't talk or they held back.
Yeah,
how they're really feeling. So you get into this relationship. So now this person has come to you and say, "Look, you are everything I need up to this point." You know. So
up to this point,
and that's the thing. Like people say, a single person, especially nowadays, a single person can literally go out and have sex with anybody and not have any emotional connection because they just having fun. It's like exercising. Go to the gym, knock this out, I'm gonna come home and have a nice glass of wine or whatever. So people look at it as a workout, you know.
So they get that bump. Oh my God! It's flaring up. Is it supposed to look like that? Then you're exercising to the doctor's office to get that prescription.
Okay, come through prescription.
So it boils down to that communication, and now you'll see some relationships now. Maybe there is one or the other has a physical handicap that doesn't allow them to take care of their partner. Mm-hmm. But they have that love for them. They understand. Look, I understand that you have physical desires. I can't provide those for you. But as long as you come back home,
I'm good.
That makes a lot of sense.
You know who has a relationship that's open?
Who?
A lot of people don't know this, but T-Pain and his wife, they have an open relationship.
Yeah, they do.
And they've been together, I want to say 16 years plus.
yeah, they've been together for a
But
minute.
she can't step out and get a man, but she can invite a woman in. But she likes women. So he and her agree on bringing in a woman, and they have fun with that woman. But he said if she ever brought home a man or slept with one, he would choke her and kill her.
Okay.
That was an NBA player.
Let's tell you.
Okay.
Yes.
There was an NBA player. This maybe 10, 15 years ago. He did this interview with him and his wife, and it wasn't necessarily an open relationship, but he was playing basketball when she met him.
Okay.
And she understood the temptation that is out there with him being who he is. I believe his name was Doug Christie, was a basketball player.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
Yeah. But what she did is she allowed him one free night a year. So, like, after basketball season is over and he's done all his traveling and everything, they would take a trip to Vegas, get one of the legal prostitutes. They have a hotel. They would have their room, and then he had one particular room. He'd go for the night. She knew where he was. She knew who he was with. He enjoyed himself. They got up and had brunch the next day.
Really?
But and they say that kept their relationship strong.
Right.
Because, now mind you, she still took care of her man. But she knew every now and then he wants...
He had an urge to go do it.
because
Some
it's
new
being
coochie
thrown
every
at
now and
him
then.
after and before every basketball game.
Dang, that's a lot.
Now, also with them, because of the bond that they had in their relationship, they had a wedding every year of their
Yeah, it's still a lot of money to be shelling out
But
just
that's
to reassure
crazy.
yourself over some penis you are so freely giving away every year. I'm sorry. I cannot clap gangster. Real talk.
Air grab.
I cannot. Look.
Oh, and PSA, as I am speaking as devil's advocate, I love my wife, my
Yes.
only wife. That's all I do.
Put that out there because
Put it
the
out
people
there.
want to know.
Let them
That
know.
is it. But I've seen, there are many programs on Vice and what have you where you hear people talking about this and you see it from our perspective, but you never really understand what's going on in their minds when they're doing this. And you know, like they got the little TV shows with the man with the 5 wives and all this
Yes.
stuff. You know, and everybody like, that motherfucker is crazy.
Right. But it works for them.
It works for
But
them.
it works for them. Like in his situation, when they talked about him, this is polygamy in his situation. He talks about how his family is his business. Everybody has
a job.
This wife helps take care of all the kids. This wife actually works
Right.
for the company that he works for. This person is an accountant for everybody, and they build together.
That's called legalized pimping. I'm sorry.
I don't
He is
want
the
that.
pimp. They are the hoes.
I don't want that.
He has his children.
Right.
He has all his different vaginas
Chef,
that
right.
he gets to shoot through. And then if he's out with his boys, it's probably, and then he might bring in a new wife and building
The
another
problem
wing.
that I have with that is the man's penis that good? Because sometimes women don't really.
Sometimes
Sometimes the penis is horrible, and a woman will
Sometimes
deal with you
the
because she
self-esteem
loves
is
you.
just real love.
Right, right. And they could deal with you and like, hey, look, I like you for this, and the fifth. Your sex is horrible, but because I love you, I'm going to deal with that. And so you
vice
can do what
versa.
you want. Yeah, right. And
Yeah.
sometimes women's poo be a jacked up mess. You
what did you
know?
call it last time? Susie.
Oh, Susie Rotten Crotch.
Right. So it's like, I think if people came into a relationship and said, look, I like to have oral sex, and if your mate say, look, I'm not really good with that, nah, then you can say, look, if you're not going to do it this amount of time, you're not compromising, then you might be opening the doors to get cheated on.
Keyword, compromise.
Right, so communication follows right behind compromise.
Yeah.
But you can't be selfish, and that's what people are doing. They're doing stuff just because. They don't even have a reason. They're just doing it because it's available. So...
You know what? And you're saying something there, because growing up, you always hear, especially the older women, mostly you hear older women, girl, Earl came home last night, and he was drunk and shit and outside, but I had to roll over and give it to him. I was like, that bothers me.
And it's horrible sex, but she's just doing it.
But she's just doing it. I would not want my lady sitting there like a dead body just so I can pump something out. I wouldn't be able to get it up if she's not involved.
Right, like you said, you wouldn't be able to get it up. But she waiting for that check, so she's in there for. It's two different reasons. Like he want the poo and she want the check, so she got to get it wet. Bars.
Say that.
But you can't bring me in and then I'm attack you now. I don't know when I gave y'all Twisted or Twisterette, but you got that. We don't understand.
That was fire.
Thank you.
That was
fire.
everything.
I just know that people it's available, huh?
Poopity scoop.
It's available, and they just do it. Like I hear people now and be like, "Look, I don't even like the girl. She ugly as hell, but she giving it up." And you be like,
"Talking about she good people though."
Yeah, she good people. I wouldn't bring her to my house, but she good people.
She good people.
She a car beat, whatever. But for me, I can't have sex with somebody and not have an attachment because when I give you me. You get into, Campbell's, the soup?
Yeah.
What's the logo? What's the motto?
Good.
So when you get that, you're not going to just not answer my phone calls. We go together.
Right.
We go together. We together like, hello? So I can't just wake up and be like, oh, that was just some negative energy I need to get off of me. I'm good now. Let me go to the mall and get this sale. No, like you're giving you to somebody else. That's sexual chemistry. I cannot get up and not have emotions.
Some people just what is the term? They're emotionally detached. They are.
I can't.
Some people are just been like, okay, who was that you sent me a link about with the Breakfast Club? How he just really don't believe in monogamy.
Oh, I saw it this morning.
I can't remember his name, but he was the guy that played Eazy-E. And
he played Eazy-E. Now I think about the Crow.
Same guy.
Yes.
He played Eazy-E and Straight Outta Compton, and he's going to be in the new Superfly movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people just don't really do the whole monogamy thing because they've never seen it. And if you've never seen it, you don't know it exists, and you don't see it happening.
Right.
Like he was talking about this lady that he's currently seeing, and he was like, when they mentioned her name, well, they didn't say her name, but he was like, oh yeah, that's my baby.
Tokyo.
I love her, blah, 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 whatever. But he was like, oh no, I'm never going to get married, ever. And they're like, why don't you want to get married? And he was like, it's played out, it's overrated.
A piece of paper
Why
ain't
you
gonna
have to have
justify.
Right. A piece of paper. And it's like... Some people are just so scarred. That's when you sent me that link, I was like, some woman fucked him up.
Or messed up his mom or something.
Or his mom must have fucked him up. I don't know, because he quoted one thing his mom said. It was I forgot just that.
No, I got your back because I was at the red light when he said it.
What did he say? My mom always said.
Oh my God. When he said it, I was like, okay.
I was like, that was fucked up. She said something. I'm gonna remember. We're gonna
get back to it.
If you remember what he said, y'all post it in the comments. Because I'm telling you, she said something to him.
Jason
Mitchell. Thank you. Do you remember what he said? What his mama told him?
No, he just hit Google real quick.
Okay.
I don't. Ooh, it's gonna come to me. But whatever she said, he has been living by that. Mm-hmm. He's been living by that.
You got to look. What did he say? The point of the matter is, I don't want to be with somebody, and my dreams are settling down with you.
Preach.
But you're thinking, oh, that's my baby, that's my boo, that's my thug, because he kept calling him a little thug. That's my heart. But then when somebody else says my name with your name, you're like, no. This is just for the moment. I'm not just for the moment. You're not gonna get this milk and I get this cow.
Right.
Like, this is package deal.
It is.
So again, some women I think are okay with it for now, but ain't nobody finna just keep laying down with you and you laying down with everybody else.
Exactly.
It's too much.
That is too much.
Now, and so that brings the question up. of you seeing this more in your TV shows and stuff, like say She's Gotta Have It, which is on Netflix. I also saw it in it was another show, Being Mary Jane.
Right.
Women are more, I guess you could say, it used to be a time where men had the power when it came to sexuality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A woman had to find that man, or she had to wait until that man chose her. She had to be chosen for that. Now you see women are empowered and they're taking back their sexuality, and let's keep it real, they're treating men how men used to treat women.
And men don't like it, right?
They don't like
it. You know, and let's keep it real, I've been seeing a lot of sensitive ass niggas out here. They can't handle that shit.
They can't.
You know,
I wouldn't be able to handle it either. If all my life I was told that I get to choose, and I have all this picks, and it's more women versus men, and I have all this and that, and so now I'm out here picking and choosing and trying to harvest and can't get shit because all of a sudden I'm required to do something. I'm in competition with just her own confidence. But you know, I will feel some type of way too. Like, no, nobody prepped me that I had to actually work at this shit.
Well, like my liver said right here, most women are becoming hoes. With multiple partners. I mean,
hoes are winning right now.
All I know is now women aren't relying on that man to bring home that check anymore.
No.
We making our own power moves. 9 or 10 times the woman is making more money than a man anyway.
I don't dance, man. I make money moves.
So, women, again, if we do it, then we're looked at as nasty and dirty and grimy and, oh my gosh, take the pool with
all
you.
Through mileage, all that.
But a guy can do it, and like you said, men are sad now because they really care for this woman. This is who they want to settle down with. But she like, no, I'm good. On to the next.
Gucci.
I just don't know how people could do it with no emotion. Like, I cannot.
Well, I can say this. I can definitely say this. When you have been, I guess, hurt so much, and when you've been through so much shit, you become numb. You become numb, and you make it about you and what you need. Because if you're that, because I mean, everybody comes to this world with an open heart, ready to receive.
Right.
You do. You know, and then once you start doing, you know, that, and then you start getting all the backlash, you get ridiculed, you get hurt. You know, you put yourself out there, and your vulnerability is torn down. You do eventually become numb. You do, and that's why people do what they do. And that's just what I really think about that. Because at the end of the day, until you actually run across somebody that shows you otherwise, that lets you know that all the shit you went through, that's not what that is.
I don't see it happening, Sunshine, because people are socially awkward now.
Yeah,
nobody wants to.
It
has numbed down you even getting to know anybody because you still don't know their deepest secret. So you're going in there hoping that, I'm gonna change this person. We're gonna make it, and they still got 6 or 7, 8, 9 lives.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know. So I can get where you come from when you say you've been hurt so much. You just build up a wall, and you're like, look, if I want penis on Friday, I'm gonna get some penis on Friday. If I want some head, I'm gonna get head from Tom on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use somebody's Kroger card and get some booty action in the back from the deli.
And if you feel lonely, you could just go on Facebook and
Hello?
type it up with your friends.
You can put a thirst trap picture on.
Put your thirst traps.
Lick your nipple and tell them that you're looking for a dime on the ground. You can do
laying in the
anything.
bed and you're just taking these selfies and you're just, you know, doing your thing, and then all of a sudden everybody just
here come likes.
Here come all the roaches when the lights go out.
I don't know. People are just.
Now, I have to say, and I would have to know the woman's mindset, but I personally applaud these women that are taking that initiative on their own.
Okay.
Now, there are some that they are going through it with a whole mentality. I don't applaud that.
Right.
You know, they're out there getting it in, maybe to get a check. You know what I'm saying? Doing something strange for some change.
Hey.
Not my steez. But if you're just a woman that's empowered, she's doing her thing, and she's confident. That confidence is so fucking sexy to me, goddamn it. A confident ass woman is the best thing ever. And it scares a lot of these new niggas.
Because they're not ready.
They are scared of these new niggas, I swear to God. But to a confident woman that can say, you know what, right now, I'm having fun. If you want to take me out and we go to a day party, if I'm feeling you right now, the drinks is flowing, yeah, let's go in the back and let's get it in. Thank you for your time. Have a nice night.
Peace.
No, you don't need to know my name. I'm good. Right. You know what I'm saying? I applaud that in a sense of she is strong enough and confident enough in herself to do that, because niggas been doing this for centuries.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess if that makes
the
me a
beginning of
feminist or
time.
whatever, then that's what it is. But I like to see a strong woman and a confident woman that's down for whatever, and not gonna allow a man to define who she is or how she is.
That brings me to, have you guys watched the Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett Smith?
Yes.
Oh,
Did y'all watch his last episode about sex?
No.
Yes.
She said the same thing. She said, don't let a man define what feels good to you. You go out there and learn your own body and touch your own self, so you don't have to rely on the touch of that. And ever since then, I had 9 batteries. Just kidding. April Fools.
Shade.
But no, she sincerely said that. Y'all wasn't ready for the batteries. You got some batteries? I'll take you to go. But you're right. A confident woman is a strong woman. It's the way she carries herself. How she holds her head up. She's not disgraced by what she does, because she knew going in that she wanted to do that.
Yeah.
And other women do it because you want them to do it. And that's when people kind of take advantage of you.
Exactly.
So you got to know your role.
You gotta know your role and be true to yourself.
Yes.
And know what it is.
Oh, that's what I was going to
ain't.
ask you guys. So you've seen that She's Gotta Have It,
Yes.
and then you've seen Being Mary Jane.
Yes.
So do you think those ladies were empowered, or you think they were hoes?
I will have to say both. I say both. Okay, when you are empowered, you are in control of you. You are in control of your own thoughts. You're in control of what environment you're a part of. You control what people are in your life. You control that, and that's great. Now, some decisions that these ladies have made, they are kind of hoish, because my definition of a hoe is somebody that just fuck for sport. They just fuck for sport. It's just fuck. There's no regard of self-awareness. There's no regard of anything but I want this nut.
So is Nola a hoe to you, or is she empowered?
Both.
She's okay.
Because she fucks for sport,
right.
but she is in tune with what she wants. She knows what she knows what she don't want. She don't want a relationship.
She don't want no commitment,
and she don't want you to tell her what she can and cannot wear, what she can and cannot do, where she can and cannot go. And don't touch me this way. However, I need you to come over here and touch me this way. I'm going to wear this, and you going to fuck me this way. You going to turn it this way, and then I'm going to need you to leave because I'm going to meet old dude in a couple of hours, and I'm going to go fuck him. I'm going to get my end on him. You know what I'm saying? So it's a sport, but yet it's empowerment at the same time.
But still do. Like, you can't be out here on your back and your rent due.
But, like, one of the dudes was, like, taking care of her, wasn't he?
For a little bit.
Yeah, because she stopped giving him what she wasn't giving. Okay. Well, yeah, she's a starving artist. Right. So, but then if you start taking money, then that you really are considered a whore.
Right.
Now, so
it's a prostitute.
It's a prostitute. Yes.
Okay.
Come on, new terminology.
Yeah. You as well? Is that your view? Did you feel that Me and Mary Jane was that way?
Me and Mary Jane, I feel like she was more so in control sexually.
Okay.
I think emotionally she was all kinds of fucked up.
Gotcha.
But I think sexually she was comfortable in calling, football player come through, knock it down, and that's all. She wasn't looking for no intelligent conversation.
Wow.
Cool, I'm having that, and she was fine with that. Now Nola was kind of up and down. In the first few episodes, I felt like, okay, I can see where she's going with this. You know what I'm saying? I called her. She did what's called a build a man. You know what I'm saying? She had the homie, she had the rich boy, and she had the pretty boy. She built her man out of these 3 different dudes, and each one of them did what she liked.
Right.
Now, later on in the season, her confusion and shit started kicking in.
And you don't forget the woman. She crossed over.
That's what I was going to say.
She did some carpet munching.
So then she was like, you know what? Fuck all men.
Carpet munching.
She was a beaver for a little bit.
Lint liquor.
Yeah.
So when she couldn't separate her physical needs from her emotional needs is when she really started to get confused, and then she decided to cut off all dudes and decide to jump ship. And then go try it on that side. But that woman, she knew exactly what she wanted.
Right.
She was a bad motherfucker too. But that's another story.
That's another chapter.
She was fine. But but she knew what she wanted, and she recognized that Nola did not know what the hell she wanted.
No.
And she wasn't ready for anything outside of that. So that's what I'm seeing in regards to Nola. But with the women that you're seeing today, it's just, I guess it's just them recognizing or knowing, like, matter of fact, like what Jada Pinkett said, you need to know yourself first.
Right.
You know, so if you feel like you're gonna live that lifestyle, make sure you know about you first before somebody else comes.
You better preach on that.
You know
Right. That was a deep show.
So the question is it about being a whore or is it about being empowered? Is that what the question is?
Yeah, because
honestly, I think
the term whore is loose now.
it is. But
Right.
the thing is, when you sometimes, if you're a whore, you are kind of empowered because you control
when it happens.
When it happens, and on top of that, you getting paid. You know what I mean? Women are laying down for free.
It depends.
And they have no empowerment.
I guess because if you do something, if you don't do what somebody wants, you a hoe off the bat.
Off the bat,
Right? Whether you do it or not.
I
Or
see
she
what you're
speak to
saying.
me. So it's how you get up after that occasion. Like if you get up and he like, can you call me later, baby? Then you're not a hoe. You just empowered because you control the situation. Somebody still wants you and still desires you, and you can leave and be like, I will call you when I want to call you. But a hoe, he be like, all right, thank you. Tell your friend I'm looking at it. Like a hoe don't get that return text or call. You don't have options.
And a hoe don't get emotionally attached either.
No, they just get up, put the hot towel down there, and leave. So if you're going to be empowered, like Esther said, you got to make sure that it's what you want to do. No one is giving you that and saying, okay, you coming in like, look, if I want to pull this blanket back, hit you with the head, 129 on the one-eyed monster, I'm gone. And I'm okay with it. Like, I don't need your money. I don't need your car. I'm going to be okay. I'll call you when I need another fix.
Hit him with the heat.
There you go.
What's up, Facebook Live? Y'all want to tune in with this and chime in on this? So is it about being hoish or is it about being empowered? I mean, okay, well, let me ask it. Let me flip the coin. When it comes with men, is it being a hoe or is it just being a man?
Oh, we all hoes.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Master P, Ice Cube had that song back in the day. I'm a hoe.
You know I'm a hoe.
How did you know? Because I told you so. Come on now.
Don't bring me over here.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
But I feel like, now correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I feel like women react or live more emotionally and men react or live more physically. So it's easier for a guy to not have a emotional connection when he's just out doing something. Because you hear them dudes always say, man, as soon as I give her this deep, man, she ain't gonna want to leave, nigga.
Yeah,
whatever. That's what they say. But it's easier for a guy to, now keep it real, there's some girls out here that I've seen or heard has put it on some dude that had lived that lifestyle, but it was so amazing that he's ready to give her the car, the house, the keys, everything, because that snatch was just all of that.
The snatch was all of that.
But as far as most men, it's easier for us to separate that, because for us it's just a conflict.
But y'all are emotional because, say for instance, me and you had a situation. You go and you smash 22 other women, and you would hope that I'm just smashing you. But if you found out that I had 4 or 5 other guys, you'd be like, what he doing for you?
That's a territorial issue.
Okay, so they're not emotional, it's territorial.
Okay,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, I got
What's
you.
up, Facebook? Like, what's up, Maribel, Christina, and Kid Taylor?
Oh, Kid on there?
Kid is on there. He said, being a hoe.
You Kid will tell you.
Christina said, on to the next one.
Yeah, Christina's actually my baby sister, y'all.
Oh,
hey, baby
Shout out to
sister
baby
Esther.
Yeah, it's this game.
But yeah, it's easier for the guys, and like you say, it is territorial. Where, like you've heard that thing, it's like, yo, my homie hit that before. I can't touch that, or unless they just
It's conquer territory.
It's
Really?
exactly what it is.
I don't do no sloppy seconds.
No,
I remember
wasn't my
this
thing.
guy dated a long time ago. He was like, I remember we started dating, but I was seeing this other guy before we started dating. I had already broken off with the other guy, but he was crazy. He would just pop up at my house, just
Restraining order.
pop up. But then I didn't mind because he was nice.
Nicely trying to kill you.
I mean, he just wouldn't let go, you know. So I mean, but he would always pop up, bring drink, and just chill, whatever. But he was trying to get back in, so he didn't try anything.
Right.
So a lot of times he would pop up when I was hungry, you know.
So he knew you. Okay.
Yeah. So I was dating this new guy. He was at the crib. We was chilling, and then I was like, ooh.
Somebody got to die tonight.
Ooh, the pop up is happening, you know. And so then I opened the door, and he saw that I was, you know, dating somebody else. He was like, "Oh, can I talk to you for a second?" I was like, "I'll be right back." You know, I'm trying to play it off, like, "Oh, this is my homie." So I go outside. I'm like, "What are you doing here?" He was like, "Oh, so you really moved on?" I was like, "Yeah, you know, we're not together. You know, yeah, I know, but I guess it's just so surreal." But okay.
So real, you came unannounced.
Yeah, it was crazy. So I go back inside and the dude was like, "Stay, I'm not messing up anything." You know, I was like, "No, we're not together." He was like, "Well, you know, I just want you to know that, you know, some men are just selfish. They're just selfish. They don't want you, but they don't want
nobody else to have you." That
either.
is so true.
And that was like, I always remembered that when he said that, because his motherfucking ass became that. He became that possessive and selfish motherfucker. Because after I broke up with him, he was. So it's like, seriously, I mean, but I have learned a lot with guys. When you just be their friend, you find out a lot of shit. Just don't
Don't put no titles in it. Just be their homie.
You my homie. I found out who you fucking. I found out who she fucking. I found out about all your. I find everything else out. And when you ready to be serious, sorry, I can't.
We know your track record. You're
I know
so
you.
right.
I know you so well.
Yep.
I know
That's
you
a
so
lie.
well.
But you gotta be friends with them.
What'd you say, kid? Kid said, example. Just place your finger in your mouth. Scratch your tongue. Where is the feeling? Your finger or the tongue? What?
Can't get your freaky ass off this damn mouth. It's I'm about scratching your tongue.
You need to elaborate, sir.
Definitely. You're trying to get us some extra viewers.
Well, you want to try it? I'm just kidding.
Is he paying?
Okay, the PayPal account is. No. What's going on, Kia?
No.
But that's crazy, though.
It's
It's just interesting. But yes, that is a territorial situation. Men are not. What is that? What you got? Q-tip? Oh, I thought those were some pills. I was like, are those Percocets? Molly Percocets? I didn't know what he was bringing us. I'm good. Hey. That's how you just said it. Now chase a bitch.
Right.
He said, you know,
Mask off.
Hey.
scratch your
Mask
tongue,
off.
so.
Mask.
Oh, for the finger on the okay, got you.
He said, scratch your tongue. Where is the feeling? Your finger or your tongue? I guess the tongue.
It would be the tongue, because that's where your nerve is at, right? Kid, freak, let us know.
Kid, you need to keep on typing, bro. Anyway.
Getting crazy, baby.
Get to the punchline. But yeah, so it is a territorial thing for men, and you guys are not really emotionally attached. Now, some do get attached, I guess, emotionally. When does that happen? Can you help us with that?
When that thing is that good. Nah,
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry.
it happens. I'll say it. You'll see a guy that doesn't get emotionally attached more than the latter. But there are men out there that do get emotionally attached. They are looking for that connection, that emotional connection. I being one of them. You know, I was always looking for somebody that I could actually talk to.
Right.
You know, because like I said, confidence turns me on, intelligence turns me on. You know, just a woman that could stimulate me more than just my thing.
Right.
You know, that's
But you are a rare.
It's only a few like you.
It's you.
gosh.
You better snap.
But no, you know, and
Bill Cosby impression.
It's horrible.
You know Bill can't see you. Oh my god. It was so on point, y'all. You got to
But
see
no,
it.
that's seriously though. Like that is.
Okay.
So on point.
I'm getting sleepy, Bill.
Nuh-uh. You want some honey?
But you know that is one of those where you are a rarity, sir, because I did not meet what you were describing until I married my husband. I mean, and I went through a lot of assholes.
Because I think
Several. It was good.
I think with a lot of guys,
A lot of assholes. Like
Man.
I feel like a lot of guys go through that whole phase, that sowing your royal oats and all of that shit in an early age, and then they get that out their system, and then they start looking for that connection. Some. But then you do have those few, and really it just depends on your upbringing, your raised, what you saw growing up.
Right.
Hence, Jason Mitchell,
Right.
who saw nothing but
Broken.
chaos
Right.
growing up, so he didn't see that. You know, I grew up with a loving mother, loving father. They've been dating each other. They've been together since high school.
oh, that's beautiful.
My mother was a sophomore, my dad was a junior. They've been together ever since.
That's beautiful.
So that was my model, and that's what I wanted. So I started looking for that early. And you know, and truth be told, don't get it twisted, I tested the waters of being a hoe. You know, I tried, but
It just wasn't you.
it wasn't for me. And then I found that thing, and I was like, oh,
I got to put a ring on it.
can't let this one get away. And here we are married 17 years.
17
later.
years?
17 years. You know what I'm saying? So
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
it does exist, you know what I'm saying?
It's just hard work, huh?
It's hard work, but then
Man.
I
It's
got
about what you want too.
Yeah, what you gonna settle for?
Because you got to fight. Them 17 years ain't easy.
No, it wasn't. I'm sure.
No. We went through it.
Yeah, you got to fight for your
Through
right.
all the different stuff, you know what I'm saying? Temptation will definitely test
Yeah.
you.
Right.
Finances will test
yes.
you.
Influence.
Just deciding where you're going in life will test. Where we
Growing
understand,
pains will test you.
But people can't allow that. Too many people allow little shit
To take 'em
to
out.
break them up. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And that's where that communication comes through.
I'm a firm believer now that I think it takes a F up before the relationship gets stronger. Whether that's
Oh, yes.
you getting caught up in texting or talking or whatever. If once that scandal happens and you see what you're gonna lose for that little piece of 10% you about to gain,
That's true.
people step
Yeah.
it up.
Yeah.
Like, for real. And I appreciate that, but I hate the fact you got to go through that, you know, I'm about to leave you stage before they get it in their
Some
head.
things you got to go through the fire to,
Right, to
be
see the
tested.
sugar sweet, yes.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
17 years, is that together, dating and married?
We were actually dating for a year.
Dang,
So-
the poon got you that good? Wow. She put it on you quick.
Yes. Put it on, man.
No, but it was. I knew early in our relationship, and I'm keep it real, just keep it transparent. I knew early in our relationship that I wanted her to be the one,
Right.
and then we found out that we were having a child,
Wow.
so that just sped up my time.
Right, you had to grow up.
Yeah.
But because we together we wanted to be married before
Yeah.
he came into this world. But I knew early on this is somebody that I really wanted to spend my life with.
That's wonderful.
So, but yeah, she a real one. You know what I'm saying?
She's your
She hold me
queen.
down, she cuss me out.
She's supposed to.
she do it all.
She's just bringing the king out of you.
There it is.
Okay.
Wow.
The king of Wakanda.
Gotta come on, Wakanda.
So
forever.
you met your boo outside of all the assholes you said you came across. How long have you been holding it down? Y'all been holding it down as in unity.
I'm the worst one to ask. How
What?
long?
Oh my God!
I don't remember shit.
Fails.
I don't remember shit, but he knows that.
Marriage is
Okay, he knew
He
that.
knows
Right,
I
that's the
remember
communication.
So how long we been together? How
He
long
done
we been
checked his
together as far
bases.
as dating and everything? 5 years.
Actually, this Sunday it will be
shit. Sunday's anniversary.
a first date. Yes, we had our first
That's
date.
right. Our first date was on Father's Day.
Technically, officially, our first date was
Yeah.
really not on Father's Day. It was actually in the month of May, 2 weeks after my birthday, because
man
we
is a-
actually walked in the park together for the first
Called
time.
you out. He gave me details. The latitude, the longitude. Actually, was December the 1st.
It's amazing because I'm gonna tell you how I met this one. I was actually dating somebody,
right.
and
He was the one at the door.
huh?
He was at the door.
No, he wasn't.
No,
the one. No, he
But I ain't that crazy.
the door.
Hey.
No, he was not the one at the door. No, he actually was somebody that I did not know that was interested in me. I was seeing somebody, and he found out that I had a boyfriend, and he was like, I was going to ask you out. And I was like, but he stayed my friend, not knowing that was his strategy.
To pull you in.
To pull me in. And it's okay because I appreciate the strategy. Thank you for the strategicness. I appreciate it. That's even a word. But anyway, so long story short, he stayed my friend. I broke up with the dude that I was seeing.
Tell him why.
Because the dude I was seeing, he actually was separated from his wife, and he called me his wife's name. But I didn't know they were separated. I thought they were divorced already.
See.
So I was devastated. I was hurt. I was dumbfounded.
Right.
And so right after I left that date, he would call every day. Hey, what's up, friend? Just checking on you. All right.
Right.
I mean, everything. He was just so cool. He was smooth with it.
He had a journal. He was like, on Monday,
I'm going to call her around 3 o'clock.
Actually, I had a reminder, but be that as
I told you, because he knew. He knew he wanted
called
to.
every day. He was just really cool like that. And the phone call would be maybe like 5-10 minutes tops.
Right.
We wouldn't be on the phone long. It was just, okay, all right, I'll let you talk to you later. And it's like, that just stay on your mind all day long. Oh, he's not so young.
He's so sweet.
Right. So that's basically what it was. I called him after I broke up with my dude, and he was like, I was driving and crying, and he called, and I was like, he was like, that's fucked up, I'm so sorry. So, you ready for our first date?
Yes.
He said, are you ready for our first date?
When I see
I'm still crying, getting over somebody else. You ready for our first date? And I'm just like, what? I was like, okay.
But did it make you smile?
It did.
There you go.
It did. And so we've been together ever since.
You know Sunday's anniversary because he just told you and he told us.
I know I gotta find something real fast.
You best to. Or else.
You know how I am about that. Stop. What is my philosophy behind
I don't
that?
know. Moving forward.
All right. He said philosophy. He done hit you with a big word. Okay. 2 times.
I know, honey. I know.
What is
I know.
it?
You don't want anything.
Thank you.
Oh,
Just that.
Just my love.
that's what's up,
So, Shaunie B, how did it happen for you, honey? Oh, not the eye rolling.
girl. I will say that April marked 6 years for hubby and I.
Oh, come
Congrats.
through.
But we've been together for 15. We met in college, and as I came into the school, I was, of course, a freshman. He was a sophomore at the time. And I was talking to a cat, but I got sick. And when I got sick, that cat was like, all right, you'll get better. Like, he had a nonchalant attitude. But hubby, at the time, was the boyfriend. He was like, hey, you know, I got you some NyQuil. I got you a little double cheeseburger. Because that was a shit back in the day. It was a double cheeseburger
from McDonald's?
Yes.
Oh!
College budget.
Yes.
And then he was like, hey, you know, what are you doing this weekend? You should come over, hang out. And he would cook for me. He was always doing fried chicken, mashed potato, and corn. He don't do it no more, but...
Wait a minute.
Oh, no. He barbecue now, but he stepped it up a notch. But I would never talk to this cat. Like, he would walk me to and from my classes. He would tell my friends that's going to be my wife one day. And I'm like, ew, because he was short. Like, he was really short. I was like, ew, he's too short.
Why did you say ew?
Ew. He had on some ugly ass Timberlands. It was a mess. He had a Nokia
you were
phone.
so superficial.
A little Tommy Hilfiger. Well, I didn't care, but it's just, I hate those brand of Timberlands. Still to this day, I hate them. But he was consistent, and he had a good conversation, and he made me laugh. And when I got sick, that was a deal breaker. Because the other guy just was like, okay, you're going to get better tomorrow, maybe. But he came from where he was staying, brought me food, walked me to all my classes. He would even wait down in the lobby. I was like, is he a stalker? Like, yes, he knows. But we were friends for a very long time. We finally decided to hook up. And we've been rocking ever since. Like, this man get on my nerves, but that's my dude. Like, I can have fun with him. He's my friend. Like, for real. So.
Yeah, that's how the same way with him. I remember I've had like 2 surgeries. He actually, I knew he was the one where he took off work.
I know he was the one
to be by my side.
Yes, he's
by my side in my hospital bed. I was like, bro, we not even engaged. We just dating.
Right, but you can feel it. So it goes back to how you know when you love, you can feel it.
This one ain't going nowhere.
He called you when he was in a bad breakup. Said, hey, you ready?
Because my grandmother passed, and We were still friends. I was still seeing other dude.
Okay.
And when my grandmother passed, I didn't hear from him. He was like, "Okay, well, let me know when you get back from out of town. I'm sorry about your grandma."
Right.
He called while I was out of town. Y'all all right?
Consistency.
Have you buried your grandmother yet? How's it going? How's the family? How's your mom? I'm just like, who is this?
Why is he buying you right?
My boyfriend is not asking these questions.
Right.
It made me question my own. Oh yeah. Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
That's what's up. So you
just
it's
know.
hope out there, y'all. It's just right now people are doing what they want to do through social media,
most.
And they don't want to challenge themselves to show you they could be their best. They just hope that you give it to them on the first go. It's
right.
Like, you got to take time.
You have to require things from people. You know,
expectations.
Like you have to require things. If you don't require it, they're not gonna do it.
Well, yeah, so you said 17, and then we got 5. Okay, then we got 15.
All right, come on, 15.
Man,
If you want to include the wedding, it's actually
7.
Oh yeah.
5 years Friday.
I need you to get a calendar reminder.
I'm telling you,
5 years
he
Sunday.
understands me.
And then this October 8th, we'll be married 2 years.
2 years. Okay.
I'm horrible with dates. And
It's
stuff.
okay.
I am.
But he got your back.
Yeah, and I appreciate
Actually,
that.
that's why we got that over there.
It is. I've been looking at it all day. Yes. 10/8/2016.
I should have did my math before we started. Sorry.
It's okay. We didn't know we were going to go this route.
Hey,
So that's why we got that big old sign for it.
Right.
Like that saying, what?
What's this? There you go. That's what's up.
But that's the thing about prioritizing. The fact that we saw, these people actually making us a priority.
Right. Right.
And that goes right back to their priorities. Seriously. Like, relationship do's and don'ts. So I just want to just kind of break this up a little bit for y'all who want something. This is how you can like kind of work it out. So I have some relationship do's and don'ts. Just want to see what if y'all agree or disagree. Communicate versus don't communicate.
Oh yes, you got to communicate.
Right?
absolutely.
So what's an example of when you don't communicate? Like
Arguments when you're mad, you just hold it in instead of talking about it right when it happened.
Mm-hmm. And you can do this at the beginning of dating somebody.
Right?
Yeah. When you ask your girl what she want for dinner.
Ooh, that's the most difficult thing I heard for y'all.
I don't know. Just pick something. I don't care. I don't want to eat.
And then when y'all do pick it, we're like, I don't want
I
that.
don't want that cheesy stuff from Taco Bell. No, Taco Bell is me gas.
Okay. What about showing appreciation?
Oh yes, I'm big on that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't want you. I want you to kind of cheerlead me on some things. Even if I do something simple like give you an omelet or something, like I want you to be like, baby, that was a good omelet. Like I want that because it makes me feel like you appreciate me.
Mm-hmm.
But just not saying anything at all because you think I know it's good.
Or you just expect it.
Right, like I want you to
do
be
it.
happy that I made this for you. I want to see how I make you feel on the inside. Do something to make me feel.
And real talk, I think a lot of women underestimate or they joke about how much a man wants his ego stroked.
Can you explain?
Come on with it.
A lot
Bring
of
it
times,
in.
a lot of women just say, "Well, that's what a man is supposed to do." So when a man does something, he's supposed to do that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He picked up groceries without me having to ask him to do it. He's supposed to do that bullshit. Pick up the kid. That's fine because it is what he's supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
But every now and then, give that man a compliment. Damn, babe, you look good today.
Mm-hmm.
See, we like to hear that shit too.
So you
When you wear that cologne, ooh,
Preach today.
gets
So do
me
you
out.
get an extra chest
Absolutely.
when your wife tells you that?
Absolutely. When I tell you that little something makes my whole fucking day, because that shit stays with me, just like it stays with women. It stays with us, man. My girl, man, she trying.
But you don't think she's exaggerating just to boost you up? You really think it's genuine?
Now there is joking. I'm like, damn, babe, I see you. With that shit. Obviously, that's exaggerated.
Right.
But there are those moments where my wife like, I love this shit, and it's small
Right.
fucking shit. I'll be in the kitchen cooking or some shit. My girl come up behind me and she'll just hug me.
Oh, you like
Love
that?
that shit. God damn it, she grabbed my titties and whatnot. And
Not the titties.
so, man,
Pop.
Yes.
it's little shit like that.
Yeah.
That men like that.
Right. Y'all hear that? Men like
Y'all
that.
expect a woman. Women expect men to compliment her. Babe, that dress looks beautiful and stuff, and we should do that. But you know what I'm saying? Let your man know that he good.
You are so right.
You know what I'm saying?
You
I
are
love
so
that.
right.
So make sure you show appreciation to your man and vice versa with
Just don't grab our ass. We don't like that.
What? I'm an ass person.
Hey,
Communicate. If you don't like it, don't do it.
I ain't like, let me get in there. I'm not doing none of that.
you're like, I'm dropping dishes and shit. But
it's beautiful.
It really is nice. Yeah.
it depends on the situation. Now, if y'all in the midst of something,
Oh yeah.
I'm a handful of that shit. But,
Handful.
I'm glad you said that because I definitely like to, like you said, give those compliments, and not because I'm supposed to, but because I really genuinely feel like, hey,
Yeah,
I see you running on that treadmill. I see them biceps, you know. And I'm sincerely of course, he's like, wrong dude. Like he'll say, we say it in my house, like, wrong girl. But it's just, you're right. We don't compliment each other enough, and that's where the love kind of be like, bro, second guessing. Mm-hmm. Y'all having some phone sex? What y'all doing
right now? I cannot deal with.
Y'all get some tonight? Let us know.
I think that
Do we need to leave?
Yeah, okay.
It's over, y'all. They making love signals.
If you stay tuned in, this is gonna take a whole little turn right here.
Y'all freaky as hell.
I swear, like if I was like Caucasian, I'd be red right now.
Okay, you said they gonna step it up.
Okay, moving forward.
We ain't judging. Tear this joint up.
Okay, what about valuing each other's time?
Most definitely.
Absolutely.
I can give you a great example of that. My husband is not the spotlight person. I am the spotlight person. And people are always like, I didn't even know you was in a relationship. And I'm like, well, why not? Because you're not underneath him all the time. You're not in his space all the time. And I said, no, you got to have your own alone time.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean he does not like me or vice versa. I can be in the living room. He can be in his game room. Mm-hmm. But you have to have your own time. Yes. You cannot be underneath each other all the damn time.
Yeah.
That's real.
Value each other's time because his peace of mind may be his PlayStation 4. My peace of mind may be working on my Shaunie's World. That's my piece of time.
Still have your own thing.
Yes, ma'am.
And because you're gonna need that, you have to know and have your own thing in your own space.
Yes,
and of course, absence make the heart grow fonder because even though I may be in one room, he's in another, and I'm in my world and he's in his. One of us gonna be like, "Hey, you good on there? You all right?" Mm-hmm. I'm like, "Yeah, what you? Okay, I'm listening." Because you kind of miss each other just a little bit, because you had that your own space. So
right,
and real talk, and even to take it further, the traditional stigma was that a woman's place was at home. Mm-hmm. I always tell my girl, every now and then, you need to go be with your girls.
Right, get out the house.
Go somewhere, go have some drinks. You don't need to be up under me. You don't need to be up under the kids. You need to separate and unplug for a little bit.
Sometimes you have to.
She needs that time. I need my time. Kicking with the boys, like you say, or you sitting working on your craft or something like that. Yes, and that doesn't mean that I love my wife any less, or that I don't want you around me. No, it's just
sometimes you need to recharge.
You got to breathe.
Just let me breathe.
Yes,
and that's not a bad thing.
So that's value in time. I think I value you so much that I want you to have your own time and your own space.
That thing that you love to do.
Do things that you love, and I support that.
Bless you.
Like you said, check in every now and then. Don't go 4 or 5 days and you don't talk to your mate, but just hey babe, I love you. Every now and then I hear I love you. I'm like, I love you too. Yeah. You was cute there too. I mean, we yelling shit through the house, but I know that he's there and he's enjoying his piece of time. We got a baby.
Yes.
So that little Negro. What, you have a baby? Oh, baby.
Hey, I'm telling you.
Wow.
It's tough.
Yeah, I can definitely imagine that.
You want
Okay,
then. All right. Let's go on to that point.
He's anti-sunshine.
Don't say I never offer you nothing.
Oh, it's like that. Yeah. No. Okay, what about take responsibility for your actions or wrongdoing versus not doing it? That's something that I think that's an important part of a relationship.
I think that is the toughest part of a relationship.
Mm-hmm. Why do you say that?
When, especially to confess that you were wrong.
Is it a man thing, or is that just certain people's personality?
I think it's both.
Okay.
But from the man's perspective, I feel like for a man it's easier to say because a lot of times we don't give a fuck. And that's just what it is. I've witnessed it's harder for a woman to concede to an argument or to a situation. Babe, you didn't pick up so-and-so on the thing. Well, how come you didn't pick it up? You could have picked it up when you you know, you tell the dude, we just like, shit, I fucked up. Fucked up again. Nah, nigga, you did it again. You know, so it's not that we, when I say we don't give a fuck, let me paraphrase. It's not that we don't care. It's that we don't care for the argument. Where it's like, it's easier just to say, my bad, rather than go into an argument. It was like, God damn it, But to admit when you're wrong, especially now, that's little shit. Forgetting something at the grocery store. The big shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, was you texting old girl, liking her pictures and shit? No, I didn't. She done been through your fucking phone, nigga. She already know the shit.
We know.
Kevin Hart, you know what I'm saying? But
we know.
So it's to admit when you are wrong is a big deal, and it's tough. I think it's tough on both sides, especially when you know how bad it is that you fucked up.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying, and accepting that, and then after you have admitted that you were wrong, the person has to accept that they admitted that they were wrong. You know what I'm saying? Don't harp on it. I was wrong. My bad. Don't do that shit no more. Be done with it.
Yeah, don't linger and don't hold it against them and things of that sort.
Don't forget the milk again, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Let that shit go. That is bugging niggas. Like, oh man, that for us dudes, I swear that when you bring up old shit, that is the worst thing ever.
Yeah. And you know, we as women, we tend to do that because we haven't fully forgiven you. We're just dealing with it because we love you, but then we like some bullshit. And so sometimes we do tend to kind of
linger it on
because we just really haven't fully gotten over it.
Weeks ago, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, that's just what we do. You know, just don't do this shit again.
I've been challenging my own acceptance because for me, I always felt I was never wrong. And it was bad. No, it was really bad. But I'll be like, well, I'm sorry you burnt your hand. Should have watched what you're doing. The stove was on. Like, I would never say, well, maybe I could have said, hey, there's a hot pot on. But I've learned at this point not to beat somebody up when they apologize. Like, men are really, like he said, passive. For things that we want to argue about, you guys are like, okay, my bad. And even though it burns me up on the inside because I want you to explain why it's your bad and you don't, I kind of have to level mind it and say, look, everything isn't an argument.
Right.
That's very true.
So I've worked on that, and when it is a situation where the man understands he's wrong, I try not to yell at him because we do elevate our voice and it does make things 10 times more complicated. But mine, he does. You want to meet somebody that doesn't accept an apology? Date an Aquarius. Baby, look, let me tell you. Mine will say this. I know you bumped into the door, but the door was open. You didn't see the doorknob. You'd be like, but the lights were out. You didn't see the shadows in the door. No, he never accepts the fact that he could have did this to prevent that. It's always, well, this happened because you did not do that. So yeah. I just learned to pick and choose my battles, and I tell all my friends that pick and choose your battles in your situation because everything's not worth the energy. Just try to find something and make up.
My goodness, it is so true.
It's not this serious.
It really is, and that's something that I definitely had to work on, was picking and choosing my battles because I tend to overanalyze. That's why sometimes I had to kind of pull back before I actually bring something to your attention because I can take things out of proportion because I'm just sensitive at that moment. But when I know that I know,
right, then you
know that you lying, ha! The wrath,
man.
Oh, the wrath. But I mean, again, it goes back to communication.
Yes, ma'am.
And it goes back to consideration,
and
then of course it goes back to admitting that you're wrong.
Yes,
because the sooner that you actually just genuinely apologize, the sooner you just say, you know what? Yes, I fucked up. I fucked up. I said what I said, and I'm sorry it hurt you.
Right.
you ain't even got to take the shit back because you can't. Because when you
Right,
say it, you
scarred.
said it. But if you can just openly just admit that you were wrong and it was just distasteful or whatever, I'll move on.
Right. And that's, I mean, I don't know if it's because so many people are dying these days, but I've taken a step back and try to, even though we fell out for something that I think you did, I still go a step back and say, well, where did I go wrong? Because it's two parts.
Exactly.
And we may have two misconceptions.
I can apologize for what the hell I did, but if you don't want to apologize,
we're not making it. So I've even taken a step back in a lot of situations in my life, and I've said, well, I've had to do something to upset them, and I'm going to take their feelings in consideration. And you got to do the same for me. You can't just be a blame game. You can't.
Yeah.
So I've taken a step back in a lot of situations that I could have escalated, and I'm like, you know what? Is this worth it, Shaunie B? Where did you go wrong? Ownership first. Then we're going to communicate and compromise and try to fix how never to get back there again.
Because if I took it wrong, the fact that open up your mouth and tell me and show me where I was wrong.
People,
don't just say it. You gotta. I'm a visual person. You gotta tell me. Okay, when you said this. Oh, okay.
Now it makes sense. But the thing, what me is, people never accept that. They tell me why I shouldn't feel like that, and that's when I get aggressive.
You can't
tell me why I feel this way. Just accept that I feel this way.
Thank you. That is one thing that I vowed with my husband before we even got married and we were dating. I said, one thing I will not do. I will not deny your feelings. I cannot tell you how to feel, and that's one thing that I read about. There's this 8 relationship do's and don'ts by Dr. Carmen Hera. I found it on HuffingtonPost.com. It's develop an emotional intimacy. It's about learning your partner or who you're dating. Learn them emotionally. Find out what their needs are before they even have to even ask you for them.
Yep.
You know, get to know them on that level. So I know when I'm out of line because I already know how you are emotionally. I've learned you emotionally. I know what I laugh at me because I know I pressed that button.
And that's their defense.
Exactly. That's the pop-off. So if you just do things like that, learn your partner intimately, emotionally, then a lot of stuff won't even occur. You don't have to have those battles.
Right.
You know? Oh, it's my cat.
Oh, I was like, what's that, air freshener thing?
That's what I thought it was.
You got Febreze to come through? You got candles and a room?
My cat Portia agrees with me.
Portia.
I also learned her emotionally as well. Hey, honey.
Hey, Portia. She said, hey.
Hey, y'all.
Meow, meow,
But
meow.
it's just a lot to this, y'all. And I've just learned that it does take a lot of experience and it takes a lot of bullshit to really understand some things. And some things you have to continuously go through until you get it.
We're humans.
Yeah.
We're human, y'all. We're going to mess up. Nobody's perfect. Please stop.
There's no perfect person.
Take a step back and realize that you did some fault. Please, acceptance.
Yeah.
And I've been working on it.
Yeah.
It's a journey.
It is
a journey.
At this age, I'm like, damn, I was that bad. I had to send a few sorries out, put a few dollars in the card. I'm sorry.
Yes, put a few dollars on the card.
I'm overdue. Yeah.
Now I'm gonna leave y'all with this. We're gonna wrap this up. Let's do anything else, y'all guys. You guys want to talk
Nah, man,
about?
this was deep. We done went all around the globe.
All around the
Soul
world.
Train, join hands. Well, we had 2 different songs at that point.
But that's all right.
We ended like this. We ended like this. He asked I didn't know which song to join. What Soul Train?
Y'all on the same choreography.
Still like this. Yes, that's what I tell y'all, man.
I'm gonna leave y'all with this, y'all. Okay. I got a really great quote from actually one of the owners of Pure Essence Fragrances. Shout out to them. They do the candles and everything like that. So they're in Arlington, Texas. Check them out. Go to pureessencefragrances.com. He said, some do, some don't, some will, and some won't.
Bars.
Point blank, he said his mom always told him that. Because in this life, you run into people, whether it's work relationships or dating or friendships, and sometimes you get to a crossroad in your life where you're trying to depict, okay, who stays? Who do I need to have patience with and who do I need to cut off? And if you break it down in these 4 steps, some do, some don't, some will, some won't. Who will do? Who won't do?
Right. Separate
You know,
them.
who will try and who won't try.
Yep.
And that will sum up a lot of these relationships that you're unsure about.
Right. Right. You done took them there. You done took them to church. You took them to Bible study. Took them to the retreat. You done came back on the church van. You done took these people everywhere. You done took them today. I just didn't know this was a Friday special.
Yes. But it gives you life every time. So thank you guys for tuning in. Of course, it's the Tea and Whiskey Podcast.
Yes.
I'm your girl Sunshine, aka April Bonet Sunshine, along with.
It's just gonna be S. Dot for the end of the show. Hello.
We got our amazing guest here, Shaunie B.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for coming out.
Please let them know where they can find you, Shaunie.
Yes, so for my website is ShaunieBEntertainment.com. That's ShaunieB Entertainment.com. Facebook is Shaunie B ENT, and then YouTube is Lil Trinidad 2003, and that's LILTRIDAD 2003.
Yes. And don't forget to check out our Facebook page. It's Tea and Whiskey with Sunshine. Make sure you like our page as well. You can go to our YouTube channel. I'm sorry. There's a lot going on in the background.
Y'all can't see it.
Check out our YouTube channel. It's Tea and Whiskey Podcast. We are now also on SoundCloud and Tea and Whiskey Podcast. And thank you all again so much. Of course, if you have any topics you want us to discuss, please email us at teawhiskeyandsunshine@gmail.com. And let's talk about it. Thank you again, Shaunie B, for being on the show with
appreciate
us.
the love, man.
Thank you, Facebook Live, for being a part of the show with us. And we will see y'all another day. And remember to keep the drama on TV and out your life.
Yeah. Okay.